Hey everyone, this is smpratte, and today we're going to do a little sales money Pratt video. I have some auctions ending this Sunday. So we're just going to take a look at each item. I'll give you some background information and historical context, starting with the booster boxes in the background of this video. We got Double Blaze on the left, Remix Bout in the middle, Dream League on the right. And I'll go through and show you some of the other booster boxes that are for sale. I'm listing pretty much every Japanese Sun and Moon era box. And you'll notice right away that the Japanese boxes have unique artwork for each release that wasn't available in the US. Here's actually a great contrast. So this is a Japanese box. Here's your English Steam Siege Beauty. You have a generic white background and they'll just change up this flare here at the bottom, where you can tell in Japan every single box has a drastically different design. So here are a couple more. We have pretty much everything going back all the way to Guardians Rising. You gotta have the lovely Crimson Invasion boxes. I love how it has right here. This is the limited release for Crimson Invasion. That's just a cruel joke for any collector. And then last but not least, we have the Guardians Rising boxes. For those who don't dabble too much in Japan, how some of the main sets work is they split them up into two different boxes. So you have part one here, part two. So you need both of these to complete the full set. So there you go. That is the booster boxes that are for sale. And then next up, we're going to go through the cards. We've got a lot to get through, so I'm just going to pick them off one at a time from the pile, starting with the Charizard EX 2014 Koro promo. The PSA label's pretty self-explanatory. This card was released in Japan in 2014 through the Core magazine. You can see that old cert number there. I found this one in deep storage. We got that original PSA case. So there it is to start us off, the PSA 10 Charizard EX Koro promo. Next up, the only way you can evolve Charizard is with a Charmander. We have this Japanese exclusive PSA 9 Charmander from the 10th anniversary. This was only given out in Japan at the Pokemon Center. Let me zoom in and give you a nice close-up on that Pokemon Center logo. There's actually a Squirtle and Bulbasaur similar to this, and 5 Pikachus as well with the same style. But there it is, the 2008 Charmander 10th anniversary Pokemon Center promo, exclusive to Japan. You're going to hear that theme and that phrase over and over again. We got a lot of Japanese exclusive cards to get through. Next up, we have the Cherry Blossom Afro Pikachu, another Pokemon Center promo. Got a Mew right there for all the Mew collectors. Actually, this is a great example, great contrast here. The Charmander was its earlier predecessor, so this is 10 years later. We got the same type of release happening today. So there it is, the Cherry Afro Pikachu. Next up, another new back Japanese exclusive card. I would just dub this one the Flower Pikachu. And then perhaps the Easter card. We don't really have much Easter themed Pokemon anything, really. I mean, this is the only Easter thing I could think of. Literally says right there, Pikachu Easter on the card. So there it is, the Easter Pikachu card. Again, another one of these Japanese exclusive promos. And then last but not least, for the newer Pikachu promo cards, we have the Friendly Pikachu with Cubone and, of course, a massive donut. And then going from the newest to one of the earliest, literally the first Black Star promo, we have the Ivy Pikachu Black Star English promo PSA 10. Super nostalgic card for me. Definitely not the rarest by any stretch of the imagination. But this is the card. I remember getting the exact one at Toys R Us as a kid back in 1999. Still have it in my collection, but there it is, the first Black Star promo. And then another early promo, we have the 2000 Pichu Neo Reverse Holo promo PSA 10. You can tell by that early cert. This is another one I found in storage. So there it is, one of the earlier Japanese promo cards. And then another one as well from the year 2000, we have the Igglybuff Glossy Movie promo, PSA 10. And then another, we have a Japanese exclusive coming back. I just love the Japanese exclusive stuff. Probably a good moment to talk about Jimmy Hume, the late collector from the UK, would always put, this card is not released in English in his title, and I would have to buy them up. I just bought everything. I got hooked. And this is one, this is a great example right here. We got that old back design from 2000, exclusive artwork of Steelix, only available in the Trainers magazine, I believe, volume 5. Ooh, look at that swirl action there coming out of the mouth. This is why you got to make the videos. Show off that swirl right there. So there it is, the PSA 9 Trainers Magazine Steelix Japanese promo. Then we have yet another Japanese exclusive card. This is the Picasso Touch Japanese promo card from 1998. So this was first released at the parent-child tournament where you received the elusive Trophy Kangaskhan, and then it had a more common release afterwards. So here it is, the Picasso Touch Trainer. And then next up, we have a couple more, you guessed it, Japanese exclusive cards, starting with the Lucky Stadium. This is the Lugia version. I just always name them by the Pokemon in the background. You can see Lugia there. They have the region as well. You can see Kanto. Another one that you can tell by the cert, had this thing in storage for a bit, and there it is. And then next up, we have another Lucky Stadium. This one is going to be the Pikachu. You can try to find the Pikachu. He's actually in the screen there, Yo-Dog. It's like picture-in-picture Pikachu right there in the background. But there it is, the PSA 10 Pikachu Lucky Stadium card. And here's another example, a great example of a Japanese exclusive promo. I think this one flies under the radar a bit. So this is the Blossom Information Pack from 2001. This is actually towards the tail end of the, I dub it the Golden Era, from 96 to 2001, which is basically in the same timeline as this old back design, where the new back looks like this. You have the new Japanese back. This is the original old back. So 2001 was the tail end, and I would say when the popularity started to taper off a bit. So perhaps that's why this one flies under the radar, because this is a Japanese exclusive card, never released in English, but part of that golden era old back time frame. So there it is, the PSA 10 Blossom Information Pack Japanese promo. Then next up we have, switching back to modern, some very popular, very self-explanatory cards. We have the Rowlet Scream promo PSA 10. Then we have the Eevee Scream promo PSA 10 with Psyduck there in the background, a little preview for what's coming up next. And then out of that trio, and actually my personal favorite artwork from the Scream set, the Psyduck Scream promo. This one is actually the most difficult to grade. This one's PSA 10. It's done by Komiya. Just beautiful artwork. You got Sableye there climbing up on the ledge. I don't know if you see that. Creeping up there on the side, you got the ghost chasing Psyduck. So this is the first in line. You can see they have the numbers there, 286, then 287, and it's cool because you have Psyduck in the background for the first one, Psyduck's in the background here for 287, and then the next one, Eevee's in the background. So it's really cool how they kept that theme going for all five. But there you go. We got Psyduck to finish off the Scream promos. And then next up, we got another very popular card, the Luigi Pikachu Full Art Mario Pikachu card. Very self-explanatory, very popular item. Let that holo shine a bit. There you go. Look at that rainbow holo happening. This card needs no introduction. It's in the background. You can see it creeping over the boxes here in the background. Very popular. PSA 10 condition. Full art version. Even says Mario Pikachu there in the bottom of the card. So there you go. Extremely popular, desirable card in the hobby. And then next up we have the Quick Starter Scyther card. Look at that friggin' clean holo, because it's a PSA 10 example, clean holo pattern for days. So this is the most difficult version. I know a lot of people grew up with the vending series where it's a non-holo version. This is the Quick Starter exclusive where the card is holographic and it lacks the rarity symbol, and it has a non-glossy cardstock. So this is the most difficult one to grade. I would say in general, these are pretty hard to grade. I'll even admit that this one's a bit of a risky auction for me because the price point I don't think is there for how difficult they are to grade. So there it is, the PSA 10 Scyther Quick Star Holo card. And last but not least, for the graded, we have one large item I'm going to show you after this. Save the best for last. But we have the Grand Party. Speaking of beautiful holos, let's zoom in on that. The Grand Party is one of the most popular cards in the hobby, and you can see why. The artwork, even Gary, who's into mostly English, one of his favorite cards is the Grand Party. Very iconic card. Obviously, desirable Sugimori artwork. However, a couple other things to note here. You have this Pocket Monsters logo here in the bottom corner. You see that circle? See that circle right there? That is the Pocket Monsters logo that's only present on the highest end cards like Trophy Kangaskhan, Pikachu Trophies, TMB, SSB, but yet it's on Grand Party. And also, if that's not enough, you have the double star rarity. The double star rarity is also exclusive to the highest end trophy card. So here it is. This is basically the economic trophy card, if you will, because it emulates those two very rare elements that are only available on the rarest cards in the hobby. Has that, you know, that just super desirable Sugimori artwork. But there it is, PSA 9 Grand Party card. Now, last but not least, we got a card that could perhaps be its own video. We have the 20th anniversary Pokemon Gold card. Let me do a little unboxing here, a little dramatic reveal. So it comes with this nice little pamphlet, upside down and backwards. Nice little pamphlet here that explains the background of this company for all those who can read Japanese. It's a company that collaborated with Pokemon to make this card right here, the Gold Pikachu. And when I say Gold Pikachu, I mean literally it's made from gold. So we're going to give you a close-up on this one. There is your gold base set Pikachu. This was made again for the 20th anniversary. So you're getting everything you're seeing here, this card with the box. It even has these two bits right here that are for the back. So if you screw these in to the back right here on the bottom, it'll sit up like my Pikachu victory ring in my videos. It'll prop up, you know, just like this at an angle. And if you want to display it in the office or whatever. So there it is. You get this nice clean frame with the actual made of gold 20th anniversary Pikachu card. So there it is. I believe the last copy of this sold for $9,000. It's a very rare item, something that was only available for a month in Japan. Its initial starting price was $2,000 right out of the gate years ago. And like I said, I think the last confirmed sale was at the $9,000 price point. So there you go, guys. Those are the auctions that are ending this Sunday. If you have any questions, let me know. Always don't feel pressure to buy anything. I'm just doing this to, you know, make some more content, give you some more information, perhaps show you some cards you've never seen before. As usual, hopefully it's useful for you. Hopefully there's something that's entertaining here for you. And you guys know the deal. Let me know how you feel. That's pretty much it. Till next time.